What's up, everybody? Today, we're talking about 2025 in-person semifinals for the CrossFit game season and just kind of look at where we are from a registration standpoint. So, over the past couple days, Syndicate Crown and the Fittest Experience announced that they are going to still put in place the North America East and North America West qualifying regions out of this, which kind of just moves us back closer to the semifinal model as opposed to the sanctional model, which is where I thought we were going just with everything being independent. But I think it's a good time to run through where we are with all the in-person qualifying events and where we see what the qualifying criteria are. So first up, you had the Renegade Games come out. They talked about that they will be specific to Africa and UAE passport holders. So just kind of keeping the same type of requirements for qualifying as that happened last year. Although I think UAE athletes, they went over to Asia for the Fittest throwdown or the Far East throwdown. Now we got the Syndicate Crown and the Fittest Experience. They're putting in place North America East, North America West for this upcoming semifinal season. So out of the three North America qualifiers, you got those two. The Open will be used as the predominant qualifier for both Fittest Experience and Syndicate Crown. Fittest Experience will also be awarding 3 qualifying spots to the podium finishers of their January Fittest Experience competition, while the Syndicate Crown, they'll be offering 20 spots out of the Open, and then the next 10 spots will be coming out of the in-affiliate semifinal for athletes that don't clinch their games ticket then. So the top 10 athletes from North America East who do not qualify for the games out of the in-affiliate semifinals will get an invite to the Syndicate Crown. French Throwdown, they will be open to all athletes. Their qualifier is going to kick off before the CrossFit Open. Torium Pro, they are also open to everybody. Their Open will be 4 weeks. The first 3 scores will be the Open workout events, with the 4th score being a Torium Pro specific qualifying event. It is open to everybody, but look, like, if you're on the men's side and you're willing to fly down to Australia to throw down with Ricky Garrard, Jay Crouch, and Bailey Martin for 2 guaranteed game spots, like, all the power to you, but probably wouldn't be taking that chance given how strong the field is. Far East Throwdown, they'll be running a qualifier as well. They're going to be open to anybody across the globe, so anybody who does wish to do the qualifier can fly and compete at the Far East Throwdown. Wadland, no details yet on what their qualifying process is, but they have awarded a wild card ticket to Sarah Sigmundsdottir to compete at that semifinal. Copacer, still to be determined, both the dates of the competition as well as what the qualifying segments are. And one last semifinal, we got the Mayhem Classic. They are still to be determined of what their qualifying process will be. Pretty sure it is an online qualifier, but they happen as one of the first semifinals. So likely will be whoever goes there will have their games ticket punched before the in-person semifinal, which again gives you a little bit more motivation to go to Mayhem Classic. So Syndicate Crown, Fittest Experience. One of the questions I had when they announced the location requirements was who's going to be managing exemptions, who's going to be managing where people live and which region they fall into. Since obviously CrossFit isn't going to be managing this just because they announced everything will be independent. And so shout out to Nona Noble, who asked this in the comments of the Instagram post of, how eligibility is going to be determined. Fittest Experience came back and said it's going to be based off the location of the athlete's affiliate for the Open registration. Cool. Except for historically, you haven't had to do the CrossFit Open in an affiliate. So now, if you look at last year's North America West Open leaderboard, at the top of the list, you got Ariel Lowen, who quite famously works out in her garage. So athletes who want to go to Syndicate Crown or the Fittest Experience, now, assuming nothing changes, will need to do the CrossFit Open in an affiliate. Kind of challenging to keep track of this since it was hidden in the comments of an Instagram post, but that's how they plan to manage it as of January 6th. So we'll keep an eye on that, but stay tuned. And if you are an athlete looking to go there, make sure you're doing the Open and the affiliate unless something else comes out. For the Syndicate Crown specifically, they will be having top 20 athletes from North America East based off the CrossFit Open finish. And then there'll be 10 athletes who get their invite based off of the in-affiliate semifinal. So these will be the top 10 athletes from North America East who don't earn one of the 13 game spots from those in affiliate semifinals. And so this is going to be dicey, most likely. There's 25 days from the end of the in affiliate semifinals to the start of the Syndicate crown. And personally, I would not be putting any money on there being a solid leaderboard over that time frame, or giving athletes a week or so to prepare. For CrossFit to go through and review all the videos and produce invites in that short a day of a span to give athletes a fighting chance to be in contention for one of the games tickets, it's going to be tough, especially these 10 athletes that make it were in the hunt for a game spot already. So they are going to be at the top of the leaderboard. So it is going to be a tough turnaround for them. Going back last year from an open standpoint, 2024, Brittany Weiss, she finished 20th in North America East in the Open. This was roughly 84th worldwide. Not roughly, it was 84th worldwide. On the men's side, you had Sam Cornwallier. He was 56th worldwide in the Open, which was good enough for 20th in North America East. So with those 20 game spots, you're going to need to crush the Open if you're going to be hoping to get into Syndicate Crown. Fittest experience standpoint, so they're taking top 27 from the Open, with 3 coming from their January Fittest experience competition. So last year, North America West, Amber Takara, she was 27th North America West. That was good for 181st worldwide. We're on the men's side. I apologize, I'm not going to get this right, but Tyler Tunasian, he was 180th worldwide. So a little bit more wiggle room North America West in terms of qualifying for the Fittest experience. Obviously, with 7 more spots available to them, as well as just North America West not being as strong as North America East from a competitive standpoint. Based off of last year, 180th in the Open was good enough to get you there. While the Fittest experience doesn't have the deepest field for January, likely because it comes a week right after Wodapalooza, there are some athletes historically that have finished on the podium that deserve a spot at the games and have qualified for the games. So looking last year, the podium on the women's side was Cindy Mikulishin. She made the games in 2022. Abigail Dommett, she was at the games last year, and Cody Vitito. On the men's side, you had Bill Leahy. He was making a strong push at West Coast Classic last year before he turned over his Achilles. Travion Benton, multiple semifinalist, and Matt Brady, who's a semifinalist in 2023. So even just last year, pretty strong caliber of athletes all belong in a semifinal. 2023, you had Kelly Shirley, who qualified for the games last year. Kelly Baker, Elizabeth Wishart, she won the Northern California Classic in 2024. Caitlin Sanders. Men's side, you had Jacob Marlowe, Jack Rozema, qualified for the games in 2024, and Travion Benton again. 2022, you had Kelsey Keel, Callista Lang, Abigail Dommett. I think that was her rookie year at the games. And then on the men's side, you had Garrett Clark. He qualified for Rogue in 2023. Josh Elchama, Fittest Team on Earth, CrossFit Invictus, and Leo Franco. And then going all the way back to 2021, women's side, you had Andrea Nisler, Daniel Brandon, Samantha Pugh. And then on the men's side, Roy Gamboa, Travis Williams, Phil Toon. So these are all athletes that have shown they have the ability to hang at a semifinal. So for those athletes that are going this year, don't know what the total leaderboard is. I know Matt Brady's making a return, so interesting to see if he fights for another podium spot. But all those athletes that have podiumed at the Fittest experience over the last 4 years all definitely deserve a spot at a semifinal, with several of them making the games over the past few years. So don't sleep on those TFX qualifiers. And then if you're sitting back watching this, kind of seeing everything unfold, typical CrossFit Games fashion, everything is kind of just launched independently without really any cohesive type of structure or plan to it, which in a normal year it would just be status quo. But with the World Fitness Project now on the scene and everything kind of being a cohesive, planned out schedule, if I was sitting there as Will Morad or one of his partners on the World Fitness Project, I would have a giant grin on my face. They have established what their season is, what their qualifying regimes are, who's going to be the top 20 athletes at each event, and how you earn your ticket for next year. So on the other hand, you have all these semifinals who are releasing stuff. It's done via Instagram. There's no real details on their websites. Still TBD dates for qualifiers and actual semifinal events for some. It's really just showing a stark contrast between kind of the fly by the seat of your pants structure that the CrossFit Games is versus what the professionalism of the World Fitness Project is showcasing. Still early days. I know they're just renouncing athletes at this point, but the contrast pretty stark at this point in time. So if I was on one of those partners on the World Fitness Project, I would definitely be smiling based off of this rollout. With that, hit subscribe. Hope you have a great day. Hit the gym, have some fun, have a good day.